Have you ever noticed how your older loved ones, maybe your parents or grandparents, seem to cry more easily? A touching commercial comes on, a familiar song plays, and suddenly their eyes well up. Well, today we're going to dive into the science and the wisdom behind that, and I promise you the answer is so much more profound and fascinating than you probably think. Right? You've seen it. It's that simple greeting card ad or a song from their youth comes on the radio, and you look over and see a tear rolling down their cheek. It's such a common experience, but what is really going on there? Okay, so first things first, you are absolutely not imagining it. This is a real thing. But all those common ideas we have about why it happens, yeah, they're almost always way off base. We're here to unpack the real story. And this really gets to the heart of the misunderstanding. On one side, you've got what we usually think. We see these tears and our minds jump to weakness, decline, maybe even dementia. But on the other side, that's where the truth is, and it's rooted in this powerful mix of biology, psychology, and, honestly, a lifetime of wisdom. So let's just get this out of the way right now. What we are witnessing is not a sign of fragility. Not at all. It is a scientifically recognized process, and it even has a name that completely changes how you look at it. That name is emotional disinhibition. Now, I know, it sounds super clinical, but it's actually something quite beautiful. All it means is that the brain's natural filters for our emotions they relax a little. This allows feelings that have always been there to come to the surface more easily. It's a feature, not a bug of the aging brain. To really get this, we've got to look under the hood, right inside the brain itself. See, there's a specific part that acts as our emotional command center, and its job really changes over the course of our lives. And here it is, the prefrontal cortex. Just think of it as the strict but fair gatekeeper of your emotions. For most of your life, its job is to decide which feelings get expressed and which ones get held back. It's the reason we can keep a stiff upper lip when we need to. But here's the thing, that gatekeeper doesn't stay so strict forever. As we get older, it naturally thins out a little and just becomes more relaxed. And this isn't damage or a sign of disease. Scientists are clear on this. It is as normal and expected as getting gray hair or needing reading glasses. This little chart shows that shift perfectly. As the emotional control from that prefrontal cortex goes down, the emotional processing center of the brain, the amygdala, becomes relatively louder and more active. It's like the volume on our feelings just gets turned way up, leading to a much richer, more accessible emotional life. And it's not just one thing. It's this whole cocktail of factors. You've got changes in brain chemicals like serotonin, big shifts in hormones, and even physical changes to the tear glands themselves. The body's entire system for making and controlling tears literally, physically, changes as we age. But biology, that's only half the story. To really, truly understand these tears, we have to look at the psychology behind them. And this is where we find the real beauty and the incredible depth of what it means to live a long, full life. Think about it like this. A younger person might just see some kids playing in a park, but for an older person with decades of memories packed away, that one single image can set off a chain reaction. It connects to their own kids, then to their own childhood, and maybe that brings up a memory of a parent who's no longer with them. One simple moment can light up an entire lifetime of emotion. This quote just nails it. After a whole life of wearing social masks and, keeping up appearances, many older adults just get to a point the psychologist Erik Erikson called ego integrity. They've earned the right to be authentic, and hiding how they truly feel, it just isn't worth the energy anymore. And just think about the incredible richness of this inner world. When you're aware that your time is finite, every beautiful moment, every sunset, feels so much more potent. Nostalgia makes those old songs feel just as powerful as they did 50 years ago. And, of course, there's the cumulative weight of a lifetime of losses. It means that grief and love are always right there, just beneath the surface. Okay, so knowing all of this, how should we respond? How can we be there in a way that truly honors this experience? This is the really practical part. Let's look at what to do, and maybe more importantly, what not to do. Our first impulse is often to try and stop the tears, right? To say, oh, don't cry. But that can actually feel like you're dismissing their feelings. Instead, embrace the moment. Acknowledge what they're feeling. Simply sitting with them and saying, it's okay, I'm here, that is incredibly powerful. Don't treat them like they're fragile, treat them like they're being authentic. Gently asking, what are you thinking about, can open the door to a really beautiful shared moment. So let's bring this all together. Let's completely reframe our understanding of what these tears mean, because they aren't what they seem on the surface. They are so, so much more. And get this, here's the really surprising twist from the world of positive psychology. The ability to cry easily in old age is often linked to greater happiness, more resilience, and a higher satisfaction with life. Emotional expression is actually a sign of health, not sickness. So let's be absolutely clear, these tears are not a sign that something is breaking down. No, they're evidence of a heart that has loved and lost and somehow remained open to the entire world. They're like a roadmap of a rich and beautiful emotional history. In a world that so often tells us to shut down and build walls around our hearts, staying emotionally open, well, that's the ultimate form of strength. It's courage, and that's what you're really witnessing. So I'll leave you with this question. The next time you see an elderly loved one tear up, what will you see? I hope it's not weakness. I hope you see a beautiful, profound expression of a life filled with meaning, wisdom, and a heart that is still fully, wonderfully alive.